Some of my homies telling me they rather trick than game a chick. And they think I'm crazy because I'd rather keep my money in my pocket. Am I being cheap and behind the times, or are they just wasting money? They just tricks. Don't fall peer pressure. It makes no sense to trick. Don't fall into trick peer pressure, bro. They said I'm gonna pay for it regardless. No, you're not. Going to paying for a meal and paying a chick for some pussy is two different things. And if you want to have dealings with women, then you paying for it is just, it's just a waste of time. Because this is their logic. Oh, well, you're gonna have to pay for it anyway. It's called what I call trick code. You're gonna have to pay for it anyway. You're gonna have to pay for it anyway. Well, no, I'm not gonna actually have to pay for it. I'm gonna pay for an experience that I get to enjoy, which is a nice meal, and she can come and share a meal with me, right? And I'm gonna spend 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100 on a meal, right? She's feeling me after sharing a meal and laughter and connecting, and then we have sex. You know what I get to do next week? If she enjoyed the sex and enjoyed me, you know what I get to do next week or a couple days later? Hey, come to the crib. Let's watch a movie. Guess what happened? We have sex. You know what I pay her? Nothing. Then the next day, oh, I want to see you again. So she comes, she clean up my house, she cook for me. Guess what I got to pay her? Nothing. So we have sex again. You see how that works? Now, your dumb friends who like to trick and they say, oh, well, you're going to pay for it anyway. When they meet a woman and they give her $200 to have sex, when they want to have sex with her again, you know what they got to do? Pay her $200. So what makes more sense? Earl, what makes more sense? What makes more sense? I put a post or yeah, I did a video on Instagram and said I would rather talk to a woman for 10 hours than pay her $100. And of course, all the tricks came and said, oh, I would never talk to a woman for 10 hours. I didn't say I would sit and talk to a woman for 10 hours in one day. But if we go out on a date, that's 2-3 hours we kicking it. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun. It's not just about sex. I enjoy the woman because I enjoy companionship from women. I actually like women. I'm not jaded. And so I enjoy a woman's company. So we kicking it and chopping it up for 2 hours, 3 hours. That's 3 hours. Then a few days later, I call on FaceTime. We chit chat for an hour. Then next week, the same. And after 2 weeks, 10 hours go by, I can hit her. I ain't spent no $100. But the point is, when I would rather do that than pay a woman $100, $200. I would rather actually get to enjoy a woman and talk to a woman and chop it up with a woman and build my relationship skills and build my skills in terms of dealing with women and seducing women. Know I'm going to need these skills over a long period of time. I would do that and cheat my way through life, which is pay for pussy, especially pay for pussy. And if a woman is selling pussy, she's selling pussy all over the place. And I don't want to fuck no chick that done fucked 10 dudes that day. Yeah, it's one thing for a chick to be a hoe and she fucked this dude this week, then a month later she fucked that dude, and the next month later she fucked that dude. She catch 10 bodies this whole year. But the chicks that y'all be paying to fuck, the prostitutes, they fuck 10 dudes that day. I'm straight on that. I ain't trying to stick my dick in nothing like that. If that's who y'all want to fuck on, cool. I'm cool on that though. But again, my point is, hey, you pay a chick $200. I take a chick on a date for $150. She enjoy me. We enjoy each other. I get more out of it than sex because I'm not jaded. I actually enjoy women, right? So we have sex. Tomorrow, she comes over. We have sex. She cooks for me. She cleans up my house. We have sex. The next day, I go to her house. She cook a nice meal. We have sex. We enjoy a night out on the town together. We chilling. We vibing. We have sex again. It don't work like that for a trick. You pay a woman $200 to see her again. You got to pay her $200 and $200 and $200. Eventually, for my guys who eventually want something later on down the line, like a long-term relationship or a family, there's going to be this thing that you need called skills in order to maintain a woman over a long period of time. You're going to have skills and how to keep a woman interested, attracted, engaged, conflict resolution. You're going to need these skills in order to have a family, in order to maintain a family. And if you have been tricking all of your life, you have been robbing yourself. You have been cheating yourself if you've been tricking all your life. Now, a lot of the older guys who are tricks, they are jaded. They are empty because a woman has taken everything from them. They have been suckers before, and they've been violated to the point to where they don't have no more love, or they don't have the capacity for love or to be loved by a woman. And so they just trick for the rest of their days. You don't want to be like that. The most tricks emotionally empty. Whores emotionally empty. That's why they go hand in hand. Tricks and whores are one and the same. And let me say this. None of them dudes who tricking and paying for pussy will ever sit on a date or with a woman who they want to be with or who they like, who they would want to be in a relationship and look her in the face and tell her, I used to pay for sex. Because they know that shit is sucker shit. And they know that woman is going to look at them like they suckers and crazy. Women look at tricks like men look at whores. It's the exact same thing. If a woman can just take your resources away, if you're willing to just give your resources away, and all she got to do is be pretty, and have a piece of pussy, and you ready to just give your resources away and just throw your resources away. If a woman can separate you from your resources that easy, and you just a sucker like that, and that's not just with your money, it's your time and time too. Because just like if you tell her, well, women have been taking advantage of me my whole life, she gonna look at you the same way. But what I'm saying is a trick. If you tell a woman, I used to be a trick, she gonna look at you like she gonna look at you as if she told you she got 100 bodies. Like how you would look at her and she said, I got 150 bodies. That's how she gonna look at you when you say you're a trick. They one and the same. A trick is to women as to what a whore is to us. Those are facts. None of them niggas would ever sit down and look no woman in the face and say, I used to be a trick. I used to buy pussy. They know that it's disgusting. None of them.
Fellas, I have a free class coming up that's going to teach you the 3 keys to seduce any woman. You do not want to miss this. This is going to take your game to the next level. If you're a guy who struggles to keep women around, if you're a guy who struggles to make it out of the honeymoon phase of dating, 3 to 6 months and then she going ghost. If you're a guy who struggles to maintain attraction and attention, this is for you. If you're a guy who struggles to maintain a rotation of women, this is for you. If you tired of getting treated less than and getting treated like an option and you want to be treated like a king, this class is for you. If you want to experience the pleasure that comes from a woman who's truly in love with you and open for you, you do not want to miss this. 3 keys to seduce any woman. Click the link in the bio or the description.